So first off, given that you were able to collaborate on this with two other diehard fans of the original series, which are Michelle and Johnny, were you able to pinpoint what was it about it then that made you want to run home and watch it?
I know what it was. I think it was because it was such a weird thing. You know, it was on every day. You go from school. I'm in Burbank, and I go home and turn on this weird soap opera. So that's what was weird about it. Now that's very hard to translate to a movie because part of the energy is that it's on every day, it's during the day. So I was always very aware that it was a tricky balance. So I think, but the thing, like especially with Johnny and Michelle, we tried to get was the spirit of how the show made us feel. You know, we tried to get the kind of soap opera acting, the kind of sense of dialogue that they had. So we were trying to be true to it in that way, which is, I feel, the only way we could really be true to it.
Yeah, and I was wondering yesterday when I was watching it, what did you feel more challenged by? Because it's an opportunity to sort of evoke certain things about horror in the 70s, and then you have sort of the lots of characters, the soap opera aspect of it. So I wonder what you felt more.
Also for me, it was a time when I grew up. So it was personal, like the early 70s, where I was kind of going from a kid to a teenager and felt really weird. And I think the show helped sort of solidify that kind of just out of place quality. And I think that was one of its charms. So it was a combination of the show and kind of going back to the memory of that time when you're feeling quite like you don't belong in a place very much. So those are the kind of reasons, and the family kind of situation, the family story, those were all kind of things that made it more personal.
All right. There seems to be, I mean, I wonder how hard for you directing it and talking to the head departments and the actors, because it has horror, it has humor, it has a melodrama, and it's not one of those things, it's everything. Was it hard to articulate what you were going for? Because it's, I mean, I would just say go watch it, because it's really like nothing else.
I mean, I think it's not so much hard. It was a bit hard. I think it's harder for people that are trying to sell the movie than it is for, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That were making it. Although I was quite aware of the tone. Sometimes people would get maybe too much, you know, get too over because we were always trying to keep it in its own reality and kind of ground it, even if it was melodramatic, to still kind of grounded in a reality. And the dialogue is so weird and poetic. So it's a strange thing to try to deal with. It was kind of something that every day was kind of, there wasn't like one set of rules. It was really trying to maneuver through.
Do you think, I mean, Dark Shadow has come back a lot of times in different incarnations, but do you think, for example, in Latin America, we have a very long tradition of telenovelas. Do you think because of that, we're sort of primed to appreciate what
well,
this
I don't
movie
know.
does?
All I know is I often turned on and seeing like Hispanic channels, and they seem like they have their own I mean, I thought Dark Shadows was kind of first with that kind of supernet, but I think Hispanic soap operas have been doing that forever.
Yeah.
Haven't they?
Yeah, this is true.
So I mean, I couldn't understand, but I could see it. But there is a certain passion that kind of that I saw in some of those that reminded me of Dark Shadows for sure.
There's a giddy energy in those scenes where they're all sitting at the table. So I wonder if you could talk a little about getting the ensemble together to work on those.
Well, again, getting the cast together, you know, it was a very tricky thing because for me, it came down to the thing of were they Dark Shadows or not, and that was not something I could put into words. It was just more of a feeling. So I was very lucky to get everybody in the cast that I think was like Dark Shadows person. And like I said, it helped that Michelle was a fan because she kind of knew the kind of style of acting. So even though the rest of the cast and the crew didn't know Dark Shadows at all, I think based on like Johnny and Michelle, you could kind of get a sense of that. You know what I mean? And so I think it helped everybody. And also the sets, everything kind of helps to get into the spirit of, that's why it was important to build sets so that all the actors could feel the vibe of what the place was.
If you talk to me a little bit, because you and Johnny have been trying to develop this for quite some time, I wonder the humor of it, because I wouldn't call it campy at all, no. but it is funny. I wonder, did it come organically, or do you think it's something to make it more accessible to the people who don't know the soap opera?
No, I mean, to be honest, I never considered it a comedy, really.
Yeah.
But I never considered it anything specific, and I think that for me, that's the kind of material I love and I'm drawn to. I know that's trouble for people that like to categorize things or know what they're walking into exactly. But, you know, that was, for me, that's the energy of it, is that you can't categorize it. And like you just said, I mean, the humor wasn't meant to be campy. I think it was just meant to be, if it was humorous, it was more out of the situation. I mean, just the way he speaks, he's not speaking because we're trying to be funny. He speaks that way because he's been locked away for 200 years, and that's how he speaks. So it was more situational for me.
So out of all the sort of icons that you could have brought back from the 70s in your childhood, what made you zero down on Alice Cooper for the ballroom scene?
Well, Alice Cooper, I mean, in that era when it was kind of a wasteland, I mean, Alice Cooper was a bit of a shining light to me, you know what I mean? So for me, even as weird as that era was, you know, and then meeting him, you know, what's really weird is that he looks the same now as he did in 1972. It's scary. And, I mean, that is really scary. But for me, he's kind of a symbol of the movie, and he's kind of a symbol of the era for me, and an inspiration, again, from when I was growing up. I remember him being an important figure